Cheers, everybody. Any of you out there looking for your own sacred ground? Maybe a couple of acres with your own church and your own cemetery? Let's check it out. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Cheers, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day. And wherever you are, your cup is full of happiness and your glass is full of gratitude. It's always great to be with you. All right, so we're going to begin right here in Demopolis, Alabama. Now, if you're new to this channel, you're welcome to subscribe and hit that like button and join our growing community, because this is where we venture through state to state, through town to town, to see how much house, cabins, and acreage we can get for our money. And today we're looking at a beautiful church built in 1842 and your own burial ground. So let's check it out, shall we? We're going to begin right here in Alabama, and this is in Demopolis, Alabama. Now, this you will find in Marengo County. Now, this is $60,000 on 4 acres of land. So we have to remember we're getting the house, the well, the septic, and our utilities. And if 3 out of the 4 are in great shape, we may be ahead of the game, right? So this is at 2986 County Road 57, Demopolis, Alabama 36732. Again, it's Marengo County. And all of the counties, the listing addresses, and the listing agencies are found in the description box below. And this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and it's been on the market for 24 days, built in 1965. So let's see what we're getting for $60,000. Now, right away, we see it's a shingle roof. We have some vinyl siding, maybe on an enclosed sunroom there. We have a covered porch and entry. Nice big tree right in the front. Now, in Marengo County, the median or the average home value is right around $150,000. And this one is $60,000. So it's all about houses with low prices and high potential here on the channel. If you have grown kids, please have them tune in and subscribe and hit the like button also. Because if they're looking for a property or they're looking to build a rental portfolio, this would be the channel to check out. Because we find houses all over the place that are way below the median sales prices. Look at this. So this one is loaded with potential from what we see here. Nice flooring. We have a beautiful fireplace wall, a nice open floor plan right here. Looks like we have an electric range with an overhead microwave. Now you're going to have to check out the ceiling there to find out what that line is. Maybe it's just paper from the ceiling, but this is where you come in with your general contractor or your home inspectors. You can ask how long the homes have been vacant. You can ask about history on the utility bills. Look at this, very nice set of French doors, ceramic tile flooring. We could paint the interior one conducive color. $60,000 right here on 4 acres of land. Demopolis, Alabama, in Marengo County. Nice kitchen. Look at all of those cabinets. So you do have the flat top electric range. Your microwave shows a dishwasher, window above the double sink. That's a spacious kitchen. If you're new to the channel, let me know in the comments what brings you here. It's always great to have you. Look at this nice add-on there. A lot of windows letting in the Alabama sunshine. It's in the high 70s today. Nice. So that might be an addition. Looks like it is. Okay, so here's another maybe entity of that room there. Looks like those might be newer windows. Again, home inspections will let you find out the nitty-gritty. If the windows are vinyl, wood, aluminum. And many times when there's acreage, you can always ask the listing agent to find out if the seller has more land available that might not be attached to the actual listing. It's always a good idea if you want more land. So these rooms here might be bedrooms, I'm guessing. Demopolis, Alabama. And again, the real estate tax rate is 0.36%. Now, I don't know if that's staining, if they just painted around that fan, but you definitely want to find out what's going on there on the ceiling. So here we can play some deep purple. Hope you're all having a great day. Cheers, everybody. Now, in the previous episode, if you're looking in North Carolina, definitely check it out. We were in Lake Lure on 5 acres of land with a property for $70,000. Now here, this might be laundry room. Nice. And this one's $60,000 on 4 acres of land. So any of you want a hobby farm, you want to raise some animals, let your kids run around, get them out of the house, this might suit your needs. So there's our bathroom, good sized bathroom. Tub and shower combination. This looks like we could move right in there, get the utilities turned on. Looks pretty clean. It's an opportunity for somebody to save another house, right? Let's save houses. People need houses, houses need people, and this one has acreage. On this channel, we see houses that are $10,000, under $35,000. My goal is to show people out there that they can find houses that are affordable. Sometimes if you're a cash buyer, sometimes you can get a rural agricultural loan, a mortgage. There are all types of ways to buy houses, and there are all types of houses out there to buy. Look at this parcel. This is very nice. Alabama. And again, we're in Marengo County. Love it. Very nice. A lot of potential right here. So here we do have a brick. Looks like the house is brick, at least one section of it. There's your AC unit. The general contractor or home inspector will let you know the longevity of your roof. They'll check mechanicals. They'll check the foundation. Looks like this is a concrete block or brick foundation. $60,000 right here. Not bad from what I'm seeing. Worth definitely a second look. 2986 County Road 57. Been on the market 24 days. Built in 1965. Let's look at our satellite view. See where we are. Wow, rural Alabama right here. We're in the country. So there's a little airport there. Demopolis Municipal Airport. Sawyerville to the north. So we're to the east of York. We're to the north of Thomasville. Sawyerville, Greensboro, Aliceville are up to the north. Tuscaloosa is up here to the north as well. And this is Demopolis, Alabama right here. And there's our gorgeous coast. 2986 County Road 57. See if we get a street view. There it is. Look at how far off the road this is. Wow. Someone definitely needs to scoop this up. Check it out. Anybody interested in this, leave us a comment below. Let us know if you look at it. Look at this location. Wow. Beautiful. Another one that needs saved. God, love it. Love it, love it, love it. We always due diligence. Check out our neighborhoods, of course. Check on the locations. Just listed 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, over 1,800 square feet. Nice house sitting on the acreage on top of a hill. Call for your showing appointment, it says. And again, the listing agencies are in the description box below. And it was just listed, 60 years old. Very nice. Sweet little spot right there. $60,000. Good size house. You can share that with somebody. All right, now we're headed into Texas. Any of you looking in Texas? This one has 5.28 acres. We're headed into Woodville. And we're at 1379 East US Highway 190. It's only been on the market 18 days. The house itself has 992 square feet, $55,000. Look at this brick cutie with your carport. Looks like that roof is new. And so in Woodville, Texas, we are in Tyler County with this one, where your average home value is over $150,000. This house is listed for $55,000. And remember, these are the asking prices. You're always welcome to make an offer. This is in Woodville, Texas, Tyler County. So let's see what we're getting. The real estate tax rate in Texas is 1.81%. And where we just were in Alabama, it's 0.36. So Texas's real estate tax rate is quite a bit higher. It's twice what the national average is, which is 0.99%. So look at this. This is really cute, though. Anybody looking in this area of Texas, this might suit your needs if you want some land. 5.28 acres. Woodville, Texas. Look at all those beautiful trees right behind the house. So it looks like we have a little pathway here. Plenty of room for that pop of color. Bunch of potted plants. some shrubs, do whatever you want with it. It's $55,000. And yes, they might require some hard effort. I understand that. We might have to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty, right? But for some of us looking for these properties or are interested in these type of properties, these houses are definitely out there. So this room does have some paneling. Looks like we're going to have to replace flooring. And your lights up above and the ceiling. Woodville, Texas. It's a lot of trees. It's a good sized parcel. 5 acres, 5.28 acres of land. Looks like they started clearing some of it. Maybe you want to bring in some people on campers. Maybe you want to bring some people in to help you renovate. Maybe you're just looking for some peace and quiet in Texas. So here we have a raw part of the house there with a beautiful brick fireplace. So it looks like they've replaced some windows. We're going to need flooring. But this is the type of house that the structure's there. You could go in and just modify and create your own interior space. It's a raw build right here. So here we have another room with paneling. Maybe they've started to just remove some of the flooring due to reasons that we are not aware of right now, but your studs are in place. Looks like electrical wiring is there. But if you want something that's raw, or you just want to take it right back down to the studs because you would rather have the 5.28 acres with a well, septic, and utilities, maybe this is the area of interest. It's $55,000. Maybe you could get it for a lower price. But if you wanted to live off your land and build your own house, this might suit your needs. Looks like a really pretty location. 1379 East US Highway 190, Woodville, Texas 75979. Unlock the potential of this unique property nestled on over 5 acres of unrestricted land. It has a new roof and a blank canvas for your own creative vision. 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And it's partially cleared land with ample room for outdoor activities, gardening, or even expanding your living space. You have a wooded back portion with privacy and serene natural backdrop. Very nice. And it was listed for $89,000 in March, in early March, and now they're down to $55,000. And again, the real estate tax rate in Texas is 1.81%. Maybe they would base your first couple of years on, what they see, and they just assess you, then they base your taxes on the assessment, or they may base it on what you pay. I don't know what the tax rules are in Texas for this county of Tyler, but you could find out. That may be a good buy for somebody when you want 5.28 acres right there, Woodville, Texas. So let's see where we are here. You want land. So here we are. We're going to scroll out and see. So there's Dogwood below us to the south. Okay, so let's scroll out a little bit more. There we have Beaumont, Texas to the south. We have Jasper to our east. Houston's down to the southwest. So here we are. Ivanhoe is to the south, and Combs-Neal is to the north. So this is Woodville, Texas. So we are northeast quite a distance from Houston. And that's 1379 US Highway 190. And that's only been on the market 18 days, and that's 5.28 acres. And if the well, septic, and utilities are in working order and the house has a new roof and it's a brick structure that we see, somebody might want to scoop that one up. Okay, so now we are headed into Woodville, North Carolina. Look at this beautiful place. So if any of you want your own sacred, holy church that you want to create a home in, this might suit your needs. It was built in 1842. So this has 2.3 acres of land. It's situated at 409 South Main Street. It's $50,000. Says here that the church itself is 1,351 square feet. Looks really pretty. Brand new off the listing, press 2 days on the market. And as I mentioned, it was built in 1842. Let's see where we are in Woodville, North Carolina. So previously we were in Woodville, Texas. Now we're in Woodville, North Carolina. And in the North Carolina state, it is 0.73 for your real estate tax rate. And in this area of North Carolina, the average home values are around $160,000. So here's our parcel. Let's see where we are here. Scroll out. So we're in Lewiston. But this is considered Bertie County. Bertie, Bertie County, North Carolina. So there's Ashland over there to our east. Murfreesboro is up here to the north. So we're west of Windsor. We're east of Scotland Neck and Enfield. So we're closer to the coast. Edenton is over here to the east. Rocky Mount is over here to our southwest. So red marks the spot right here. We're to the south of Ahoskie and southeast of Roanoke Rapids. So this is where this is at. Lewiston, Woodville, North Carolina. And so it's been on the market 2 days. So let's see what we're getting. This beautiful church. Look at that beautiful building. Be a very unique place to renovate and turn it into a house. Unless you want your own community and congregation, maybe this will suit your needs. Looking for a church? So we're on a brick foundation. Many churches have been converted into houses and they turn out very, very nice. Lovely, actually. This is very pretty. It has some really nice architectural detail and trim. You could paint it another color if you like, spruce up the exterior, add some plants and landscaping, or you can keep it minimal. Steeple might need a little bit of attention. It's gorgeous. The brickwork around the foundation looks like it's in really great shape for its age. Beautiful place to marry your partner. Have community gatherings, bring your community together, revitalize, right? And do it in your own church. It's $50,000 on a little over 2 acres of land. I love this idea. Look at this. It's beautiful. Really is. This is just in really great condition. Look at those beautiful floors. Maybe you could live in one section of this church, take a portion of it for your living space, and then use the other for community gatherings and things. This is beautiful. For 1842 build, this is in lovely shape. But again, you can have you can have a church inspection. You can have a general contractor come out. Maybe there's some in the area that are versed in church construction. I'm sure there's some serious history with this place, and I'm sure there are many people in the town that have been married here. That is gorgeous. Very unique property here in Woodville, North Carolina. $50,000 on over 2 acres of land. And again, we may get a well, septic. We definitely have electricity. There's your loft space up there. Unique opportunity for somebody right here to scoop this up. Another one to be saved, right? Maybe you could save each other. Beautiful woodwork, beautiful pillars. clean interior. You got some square footage. Beautiful place for meditation. Maybe a yoga retreat. It's light and bright, that's for certain. Just going to kind of scroll through these because they're kind of duplicates here. Look at the spindle work. That is just absolutely gorgeous. Here's our staircase leading us up to the loft. There's a loft area. It'd be a great opportunity for somebody to even open up a daycare. If you wanted to have your own daycare for children in the area. Lots of things that we could do with this gorgeous church, that's for certain. Rock and roll hall. This would be a great music venue. It really would be. Woodville, North Carolina. Just going to keep going kind of quickly through these because they are duplicates. There's your attic access. Very nice old windows. They look like they're in great shape too. Definitely vintage glass. There's another view of the wood floors. Going outside. I was kind of hoping it would show like a lower kitchen some churches have, but it doesn't look like there is one, but maybe there's something below. Again, another reason to give it a closer look in person. There's your electric box. Another view of the windows. And again, we're in Woodville, North Carolina, and this one is in Bertie County. Population 407 people. There's your AC unit. And in North Carolina, the real estate tax rate is 0.73%. There's your propane tank. Not sure if they're using propane for the heat, but we might find a kitchen in there when you get in there in person. So here's there's our lower underneath our ductwork. So it looks like a crawl space, which in 1842 is not a surprise. And here's the burial ground. This is a very unique opportunity for somebody. If you want to have a big family, depending on the county regulations. Very interesting. This is the first time on this channel that I have shown a burial ground with a gorgeous 1840s church. This holds a lot of potential for somebody. If any of you take a look at this church in Woodville, North Carolina, please leave a comment. I would love to find out what the results are. If you look at it, if you scoop it up and save it, and maybe it saves you. 409 South Main Street, so it doesn't look like we're too far out of town either from the sounds of it. Look, St. Francis is back and available for a home, a church, or list of other uses, and there is a zoning options attached, so you can ask the listing agent about the zoning options. Circa 1842 historic and totally charming former Methodist church sits on over 2 acres of land and includes an old cemetery. Yes, you will own your own church and cemetery. 2 separate entrances to the property. The church has the vestibule, it has the sanctuary and the pulpit, and you have wooden pews, the furniture, the additional balcony, and you have original heart pine floors, central heat, and AC. A water tap and sewer are available at the road. You can connect to both, and you are in historic covenants with Preservation of North Carolina. That's attached to your deed. The wood siding is in good shape, but will need some painting. And the windows are pretty good shape also, but may need to be reglazed. Endless possibilities, and I would agree with that. and it was sold in 2017 for $30,000, sold again for $34,000, sold again in 2020 for $39,500. Now they're listing it 5 years later for $50,000. This church is 183 years old. I might just be in love with this. Let's look at our street view here. There's our burial ground. So we have vacant land across the road. Not quite sure where the church sits, unfortunately. But again, we'll look at that satellite view again. And just see, yeah, there's the whole parcel, over 2 acres of land. 409 South Main Street. $50,000 in Woodville, North Carolina, in Bertie County. That's Bertie. Really something right there. Let me know what you guys think of this idea of having a church in your own cemetery. I think that would be fabulous, honestly. But let me know what you would do with these properties. And now this one here again is in Woodville, Texas on 5.28. If you want a raw property, a raw brick house on some acreage. And then here is Demopolis, Alabama on 4 acres, a a larger brick house. She's a brick. Okay, in Demopolis, Alabama, 4 acres. Getting silly with the coffee, you guys. $60,000 for that one and 1,800 square feet. And again, wherever you guys are, I hope you're having a great day and your cup is full of happiness. Cheers, everybody. It's always great to be with you. Hit that subscribe button, like this episode, like the channel, and stay with me because more houses are coming up. And until then, please stay safe and have a great afternoon. Cheers, everybody.